Thank you all for joining me on this first new moon of 2020 and of the decade. The perfect time and energy to set your intentions for the next 6 months, the year, and the decade ahead. New moon energies hold the right and perfect frequency supporting new beginnings, fresh starts, implementing new ideas, planting new seeds of intention. This new moon is the ideal time to energetically begin to form the path of manifestation of wishes and the dreams that you want to come true this year and beyond, and set them into motion. So if you fall asleep during this activation, it doesn't really matter, because the energy that flows forth in this conversation is really reaching you at a subconscious level. So this isn't one of my typical meditations, but it is an activation similar to a meditation. So you can be resting comfortably or sitting up and listening to this. And like I said, not worrying about falling asleep, but do not be interrupted. Be comfortable and be in a situation where you can fully be present. So you don't have to actively be listening, just allowing this space of openness and integration of all the information that is flowing forth. Okay? And the conversation is really responding to what you're asking for subconsciously. So if you are on this call today, then there are questions that you've been asking, and there are messages that your guides are answering through me. So there's a reason that you're listening to this. And so this is a collective gathering. We're all teachers. We're all sharing and exchanging keys and codes. And what does that mean? It just simply means that information that your personal signature is ready to integrate. That's what keys and codes are. We're all providing what each other needs in this very sacred circle. So this call is much more than you and I getting together and me talking and you listening. It's really a collaborative, co-creative exchange of information that is accelerating and expanding our consciousness. And I can feel the energy already buzzing through me. It's really supporting each of us on our ascension path, on our awakening path. So just know that the words I speak are what they are, but the energetics behind the words that's happening between each of us really is the juice that we're all here to receive from one another. So thank you for your participation in this very powerful day. You may feel some vibrating or some buzzing going on, and that just means that the words, the energy behind my words are starting to activate you. So we are seeing out 2019 and really stepping into a powerful 12-year cycle in 2020. And so first and foremost, I want you to hear this. It is impossible for you to be not okay. It is impossible for you not to be on track, and everything's unfolding perfectly. Just as you are love incarnate, and you truly are a being of soul for social expansion that lasts forever. One-on-one with the source of all that is, you are source. You are a spark of the divine, and this universe and all other universes are totally benevolent, meaning everything in it is for you. It is plotting and conspiring for you to be all you can be. So for heaven's sake, stop worrying, stop trying, and just breathe and relax and live. This old 3D reality, and by that I mean third dimension, the physical existence that we are living in here on Earth, in order to create you, followed certain rules of how to create first. You figured out what you wanted, and you did some research, and you worked really hard, and you did what you could for a long time to prepare yourself. And eventually you would begin to manifest it through diligence and hard work. Look at your past and how hard we've all worked. Look how much effort we put into manifesting the homes and our lives that we each have. However, this new reality, how you manifest, you simply fill yourself with unconditional love. You pretend and you imagine and enjoy the experience of it as a state of being, all the while surrendering into the flow of all of it. That's it. And I know it's a very simplistic message and it's a mind bender like him. How can I just be unconditional love and walk this life in love and positive expectation of all that is when, you know, I don't have any money or I'm struggling in various areas of my life? I get it, you know, this is the bridge that we're all crossing. And, you know, looking at what is really a memory of this old third dimensional way of being. And we're transcending that now. And I think you know that, or you wouldn't be here on this call or being called to listen to anything that I'm teaching or being called to this video or this website. And it's going to take some time to shift out of the hard work and the efforting. This new way of manifesting, which is truly based in love and joy and being all of it, and then simply surrendering to the divine plan and the timing of it. You know, there is no time. As long as you're aligning yourself to what feels right in your heart, it knows this and it manifests immediately. Even if you cannot see a result immediately, it is done. You know it from the feel of it, the feel that it gives you. This inner knowing that everything that I've asked for, it's already done. You know what? There's no thinking about it. There's no analyzing. Because anytime in your head that you're in your head trying to figure out how this is going to happen or when this is going to happen, that's just your ego. That's the evidence of this old third dimensional way of manifesting, like the action, the masculine energy, that I have to do more and be more and effort more. It doesn't work that way. And if you're still really looping in that old way of efforting and pushing and striving to manifest anything that's on your dream board, your vision board, or anything that you wanted, or really, you know, making goals and striving towards those goals, you know, that's the old way, guys. Why the new way of manifesting is letting all of that goal, all of that effort and push and struggle. And if you haven't watched my Manifesting Without the Hustle and Grind workshop, I will leave that link for you. I think if you are ready to leave this third dimension way of manifesting and step up into the fifth dimension, the fourth dimension, then you need to watch that workshop. It's just, if you're stuck in that little quote, it's just going to get harder and harder and harder, unquote, there's going to be more push and more effort, and you can't work enough hours to make that happen. The energies that are on our planet now are powerful energies that are in alignment with your authentic, true self, which is pure source energy, which is the energy of love, of the love vibration, guys. You know, everything changes when you start to hear that and understand that. All you have to do is just back off, relax, dream more, be excited about life more. And I know, again, it's very simplistic, but that is why it's miraculous when the opportunities and the materialization turn up, right? So ask for what you really, really, really want. Stop all the focus on what you don't have or you do not want, and feel and give your gratitude for all you see, for all you've experienced and all that will come. Then your frequency reaches through all levels of all frequencies. Everything that you desire already exists. And Source knows your desires long before they come into your awareness. You have asked for enough stuff to last you 30 or 40 more lifetimes. Because as Abraham Hicks says, once you ask, it is given. The materialization of our desires manifest in divine timing, of course. However, you do have the ability to accelerate the materialization. How? By knowing that, number one, that it is done. Number two, by daydreaming that dream into your reality. How? By not focusing on what is, but truly by living in a fantasy world, a world of make-believe, where all things are possible because they really, really are. If you do not truly believe that you are worthy and deserving of all that you desire, then the world that you live in will reflect that reality back to you every minute of every day. You simply cannot focus on what you don't have and expect all that you desire to appear. It just won't happen. And I'm sure this is resonating with some of you now. I know it's a difficult idea to comprehend, but I know that it's resonating with you. Everything is energy and everything is vibration. Like vibration attracts like vibration. What does that mean? That means that everything that you're dreaming up or desiring, the money that you want, the relationship you want, the experiences that you want, the homes that you want, the career that you want, all of that you've dreamed in those moments when you've been open and excited and really inspired to go into that imaginative state. All of that vibrates at a very high vibrational frequency. That's done. That's done. It's there. It's swirling around you. It's just outside of you, ready to come in. And the only thing that's keeping it from materializing in your life right now is the attention to what you don't have. All of that you don't have. You're paying more attention to what you don't have than all that stuff that you're asking for. You're vibrating the second that you start to dip into, I don't have money, and I don't have the relationships, and I don't have the career, and I don't have this guy. You're never going to bridge the gap. You're never going to bridge the gap to meet that's already there. You've got to raise your vibration to match it. And here's the thing with the powerful energies that are going on and flooding our planet right now. The moment that you think, it's like something that manifestation starts immediately. The moment you think it, that manifestation starts immediately. So you have to be very diligent about the energy that you're emitting. You have to be a conscious creator. You can no longer live a life by default where you're just not paying attention to how you're feeling. And your feelings are your barometer, are your guidance system. How you feel is the evidence of the vibration you are emitting. That vibration you are emitting is either in alignment with everything that you've got in your vortex or your high vibrational space, or it's going to keep you stuck in this perceived reality of lack and limitation. And that's not what you're trying to do here. You cannot focus on what you don't have and expect all that you desire to appear. It just won't happen. Again, everything is energy, everything is vibration, and like vibration attracts like vibration. Your life right now is a reflection of the vibration that you're emitting. So what are you thinking and feeling and desiring today? And what you are is sending out a signal out into the universe and simply responding to the vibration by matching it at the law of attraction. It's universal law. The universe is not picking favorites, and every human being has equal ability to create any reality of his or her choosing. Do you hear that? The universe is not picking favorites. And how can you start right now is shifting your vibration to match the desires that you're asking for. So what makes you feel good? What can you do today to just let go of the resistance and the push and the effort? Just letting go of the heaviness of your life and doing whatever it takes to just get yourself in a higher vibrational space, in a better mood. What makes you feel good? You know, the picture on the cover is me standing on the beach. That makes me feel good. Going to the beach, no matter where it is, no matter what time it is, no matter when, what season. Going for walks makes me feel good. What makes you feel good? That's going to lift your vibration. Let feeling good be your primary intention as we move into 2020. Feeling good, taking care of yourself, self-care, feeling worthy and deserving. That old program of not good enough, of efforting, of pushing. And this is a theme that we talked about a lot last year, but it's important to just keep talking about it. And eventually it's going to hit you and you're just going to go, oh, I get it. Those days when I'm feeling really good and positive, inspired, gosh, life just seems to flow. I find money on the ground and opportunities start to open. That's the evidence of what you are putting out there and what you're getting back. You know, there's no better example of a powerful creator than Donald Trump. And this is not a political conversation, quite frankly. It does not matter who's in office. No one has the power to create your reality. It doesn't matter, Democrat, Republican, Trump, Clinton, it doesn't matter. So let go of blaming others for your reality. You have the power within you right now to choose any reality of your choosing. Donald Trump is just a powerful example of a man who has created his reality. Donald Trump is a self-made man, as are many of the billionaires or great thought leaders of today. They didn't come from all this money. They had a dream and a vision for their life. They wanted things. They wanted money. They believed they could have them. They never doubted it, and they got them. Get excited about your dream, because it's already done. I mean, go into your imaginary world, and just like that, it's done. It's done. It's done. You get these ideas, these thoughts, these inspirations, because they are already done, because you couldn't dream it. Literally, you could not access that dream if it didn't already exist. You couldn't access the information, that vision. It's actually already created. It's a future aspect of yourself that's reaching back through time to help that ignite that remembering in you, to materialize that and energize it right now so that you can live the life that you came here to live. All the suffering, all the self-inflicted pain is based in our free will. You came here to thrive. You came here to live an extraordinary life. You didn't come here to just suffer. Most of what we suffered through is our own creation because we didn't follow our intuitive nudges to turn back when our inner knowing said, go right, look back on your life. How many dates did you go on that ended up very dysfunctional because you didn't follow that intuitive nudge initially that said, don't go on that date? Your higher self, your ascension team, your I am presence. It's all the same, all higher aspects of you live within you, and that inner knowing, that intuitive nudge is with you 24/7, guiding you to a life of ease and grace and flow every minute of every day. You've just got to pay attention. When you're making a decision, trying to decide to go left or right, trust that small voice within you. When you analyze and think anytime in your head, that's the false self. That's just your ego trying to protect you. It's time, guys, to take responsibility for the life that you're living, and there is no reality that you cannot materialize as we move forward into 2020 and over this, especially this next 12-year cycle that's so powerful. And why do I keep saying 12-year cycle? Because many of us are stepping into why we really came here. And what I mean is our soul's calling, our mission, our work that really lights us up. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. Just let yourself off the hook, because that information will come through when you're receptive to it. And there are people like me and programs that can help you find that if you're struggling with finding out what your purpose is. So I'm just simply talking with you, confirming what you already know. So as we go into 2020, I invite you to spend a few moments today letting go of the story, of the past, of the limitation, of the lack, of the pain, of the bankruptcy, of the divorce, of that I'm sick and I'm tired and it's been a hard journey for a lot of us. But that's no excuse. It doesn't matter how old you are to pick yourself up and go, what right now matters. I have no control over my past. I can't change it literally, and quite frankly, I didn't make any wrong choices. You didn't make any wrong choices. There are no wrong choices in life. It's all right choices. The universe is a benevolent universe, and everything is for you. What is it that you really want to experience without thinking about the how or the when? Can you try tapping into that childlike wonder again that so many of us experience as children when we were expecting Santa Claus to come on Christmas Eve? That's what I'm talking about. We knew Santa was going to come. Remember that beautiful energy, that expectancy of getting gifts under the Christmas tree. As we've aged and a lot of us lost that childlike wonder, the invitation here is to reclaim that and to open your heart and go, you know what? I do believe there are Christmas presents under the tree, and I do know I have access to them. If I would just be courageous enough to let the fear of them not coming for a moment. Spend a few moments today to dream again, to open your heart, to know it's never too late, and to expect extraordinary in your life. Catch yourself when you're looping in your story and let go of that story. It's an illusion. It's just an illusion. Thank you. And I hope to hear from you and look forward to our next interaction. Now go step into that childlike wonder and remember what that's like to believe that anything is possible. Love you.